What is up, guys? It's your girl, Chick Cactus, back again. And you know what? Drop a like if you think I should do the intros from now on.
Hey!
You know they want it.
Hey! Alright, and today we're going to be showcasing an exotic weapon that almost nobody is using. But this thing is genuinely fantastic. Like, I've been using it for over a week now and just loving it. And you're also going to see gameplay from a 100k Nightfall I did with it. Now, that's not the hardest content in the game, but it's certainly more difficult than your random strike, and it performed really, really well. And this weapon in question, the exotic that nobody is using that you absolutely need to try, is the Fighting Lion exotic grenade launcher. Now hold on just a second. I know a lot of you guys just got an overwhelming urge to click away from this video, but if you're gonna click anything, it should be that notification bell, gamer, so you know when I upload new videos. But seriously, the Fighting Lion is genuinely fantastic with the current meta in Destiny 2, and here's why. But really quickly, that buttery smooth gameplay you're seeing was captured on my brand new monster PC built by Apex Gaming PCs. If you're interested in a PC yourself, check the link in the description. There's 3 different Destiny 2 ready models, and you can use code CACUSHD to save up to $250. But back to the video. First off, when I say nobody is using this, I'm not just making that up. Here are the stats from DestinyTracker.com for the PvE stats. As you can see, the usage rate of the Fighting Lion is 0.0322%. So under 0.1% of people are actually utilizing this weapon. But here's why it should be so much higher. Firstly, taking a look at the Fighting Lion, you're going to see the projectiles are going to bounce off surfaces, and you hold the fire button and let it go to detonate those projectiles. It also has Thin the Herd, so direct hits do more damage to combatant shields. Dealing damage increases reload speed, and rapid final blows against grenade damaged combatants refill the magazine. It also does have an exotic catalyst that's going to increase its reload speed. But to be honest, this weapon just feels like a normal breech-loaded grenade launcher most of the time, with one important distinction: it's a primary weapon. Which means this grenade launcher has literally infinite ammo. You will never run out of ammo, you don't need any sort of finders or scavengers or anything like that. It is a primary. Which also means, and I think a lot of people forgot about this benefits from the 40% damage increase against red bar enemies. Think about that. It did a little bit less damage than your special breech-loaded grenade launchers because it was a primary before, but now it does 40% more. Guys, the Fighting Lion is genuinely just going to be better at ad clearing than a special grenade launcher because of this exotic primary weapon buff, which again, this belongs into that category. Not to mention, guys, it is Void. And as we know, Void, with the introduction of Void 3.0, is absolutely juiced to the gills, which means this weapon benefits from, firstly, Font of Might. So pick up a Void Elemental Well, which even if you don't have any mods on, everyone else has those mods on. So if you're doing a group activity like Wellspring, you're going to be picking up so many Void Elemental Wells. Boom, with Font of Might, which only costs 1 energy, you get a 25% damage bonus for 10 seconds with Void weapons, and then it also benefits from volatile rounds. And guys, this, with volatile rounds, as you can see, it's devastating. Like a grenade launcher with volatile rounds, the Fighting Lion with that active genuinely feels like the Salvenger's Salvo with chain reaction. I mean, like, you're literally gonna see me shoot this weapon, this primary weapon, into groups of ads, and one shot absolutely devastates them. Now, it doesn't hurt that I'm playing a Titan, so I have controlled demolition, and in fact, we're gonna go over a really, really fun build to utilize with this weapon. But thanks to all of the buffs and the tools available this season, utilizing the Fighting Lion as your main ad clearing primary is a great idea. This thing can deal with any red bar it comes across, and then you're free to utilize stuff like sniper rifles, linear fusions, whatever, as direct damage, high power weapons that can easily deal with bosses or more powerful enemies that you may come across. So as for that build, first of all, it's of course centered around the fighting line. Now we are going to be playing a Titan, mainly because we have controlled demolition. Now this says hitting a target with a volatile ability or volatile explosion makes them volatile. Further damage to a volatile target causes them to explode and grants you and nearby allies health when volatile targets explode near you. So that should work with volatile rounds, and I mean, you've been seeing in the background gameplay how much you can spread volatile around with the fighting line. It's insane, especially with controlled demolition. Now, the other aspect is going to be Bastion for more survivability. We then have Echo of Remnants to make our Vortex grenades last longer. We have Echo of Leeching for health regeneration on melee final blows. We have Echo of Starvation, where picking up an Orb of Power grants Devour, and this is really fantastic because then what we're actually going to be doing here is utilizing 2 more grenade launchers. That's right, baby, the triple grenade launcher build. This is so fun, man. Go into Wellspring and farm with this. You're gonna have a blast, literally. So we have the Pardon Our Dust in that kinetic slot. It has a blinding grenades, and this is fantastic. It's going to help you deal with those more powerful enemies, blind them, and make them unable to attack you back. We also have Demolitionist, which is fantastic here. Then our heavy is going to be the Behringer's Memory, another void weapon. This one has spike grenades you can get with field prep and autoloading holster, a fantastic weapon here. Then for the exotic, what we're doing here is going with the armamentarium just to gain another grenade. That's right, we're all about just launching nades just everywhere you can possibly imagine. Then for our mods, of course, Volatile Flow, like I was talking about, Font of Might, like I was talking about, and remember, that's also going to benefit the Behringer's Memory. Then we have Elemental Ordnance. Of course, we're going to be throwing so many grenades, and we're going to be producing so many Void Elemental Wells because of them to trigger all of our stuff. But then importantly, we have Harmonic Siphon, where rapid weapon final blows with damage matching your subclass create an Orb of Power. So that's what's going to trigger our Devour, right? We're getting, as you can imagine, quite a few rapid final blows thanks to the Fighting Lion combined with volatile rounds and so on. Or the Behringer's Memory, as you can imagine, spammed into a group of enemies will make quite a few orbs of power, and then we're just picking those up to trigger Devour to give us constant health regeneration every time you get a final blow so we can play super aggressive, and also that's giving us our 2 grenades thanks to Armamentarium back so darn often. Guys, we can also utilize something like Elemental Armaments, so we're also getting Void Wells for slaying out with our Fighting Line, and I just have a Font of Wisdom because why not? Frankly, this is a flex slot, put on whatever you want here. This is just a genuinely super fun build, great for farming activities, again, like Wellspring, that you have to do over and over again. And if you want to up this to higher level content, just don't worry about the triple grenade launchers. Use the Fighting Line as you normally would as your primary, and then put on some more powerful other stuff. Guys, definitely try out the Fighting Line. Like, I was genuinely surprised. I couldn't believe how good this thing actually is in the current meta. I think it was memed on for so long, and so veteran players are just like, Fighting Lion, like that gun's just bad. Like, it's just, why would I use it? But now, whew, this thing is slapping. I hope you enjoyed this video, found this informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.